How are your lovely animals?
Who, me?
Yeah, your animals.
Oh, they're doing fine. They're little shits as always.
Fabulous.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Wintercast, where we talk about everything from BDSM dungeons to D&D and everything else, from comic strips to strip clubs. How is everyone doing? How are you doing, Nikki?
Oh, I'm doing actually pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing tolerable. It's been a
Tolerable?
yes, it has been a long, long day. And I, like a professional, forgot to mute my phone as always because got to keep you guys on my toes whenever I get a message on Facebook, apparently. And something that's weird, ever since I got this new phone, which I fucking hate, the phone, not, I mean, everything, literally everything about this phone I hate. But the one weird thing is the random notification that I was getting for everything. Doesn't matter if it was a text message, a notification that I had an email notification from Discord, or a notification from Facebook or anything. It was always the same doo doo, like like notification.
Oh,
It's just a weird tune. It's the typical like text message tone.
yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking weird that Facebook is giving me that. So it's like I don't, so it's kind of a toss up on if I'm getting a message from like a text message, or if I'm getting a message from Facebook, or what it was going to be. And randomly today it decided, no, you know what? I want to go back to doing the ding sound for Facebook. So no fucking clue what changed there.
That's a bit hilarious, though.
So funny shit. What all have you been up to today?
Oh, goodness. Well, I went to the farmer's market and got me some zucchini bread
Zucchini
because,
bread. I love zucchini bread. What? Oh my
oh,
god.
it's so good. And this little old lady, she makes it with oil instead of milk.
Oh,
Oh, it's delicious.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn up my microphone volume a little bit there. But
All right.
I ain't get anything else at the this so-called farmers market.
No, but I did go and see the Jungle Cruise movie.
Oh, how was that?
It was pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to like be so exciting, I guess.
Huh.
It was both exciting and funny.
See, I don't know how I feel about it. I question movies that are made after rides, even though there's only
Yeah,
been like three of them.
do you want like my sincere, like honest opinion?
Yes, of course. This is the Wintercast where we only take honest
Indeed.
opinions.
Okay, so the first 20 minutes is surely hilarious for the fact that they basically rip off the entire like ride in this cute little segment.
Okay.
And it does have some really good twists in it.
See, I just like the Haunted Mansion. Like, I'm pretty sure that was a ride before the movie,
It
but
was a ride before the
yeah,
movie,
okay.
yes.
So that was a great ride adaptation. Of course, I don't know if it was great just because it was Eddie Murphy, because I love Eddie Murphy. I've always loved Eddie Murphy. Um,
Yeah.
but all in all, like the movie, or maybe I'm just remembering it through rose-tinted glasses. Because there's a lot of movies I watch. I'm like, wow, this is kind of shit. But I never really got that uh from the Haunted Mansion. But
Yeah.
the I've never gone to Disney World or Disneyland. I've never gone to either one of those. I've never gone to Universal, so I really don't know. I've seen videos of the Haunted Mansion ride. I know a lot of people that's been on the Haunted Mansion ride, and I know a lot of people that went on the Jungle Cruise ride. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I
It's
don't know.
pretty it's got a cute homage, but then it takes its own turn, honestly.
Okay.
Like first 20 minutes, you get the cute homage, you get the startup to whatever's gonna happen before the cute homage, and then like the real stuff happens after
Right,
that.
right. But well,
I would
that's always
recommend
good.
it if you haven't ridden the ride. You won't get the reference, but you'll get
Eh,
where the corniness starts and
yeah.
where it stops.
And then Corlin last night watched the new Suicide Squad movie, and he said it was great.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably
I
going
was
to
kind of
watch it
excited
tonight.
for it.
I really didn't like the first one.
The first one was,
It was, of course, see, I read the comics and I watched the original cartoon that was made like back in like what, like 2011, the original cartoon movie,
yeah.
and then they made this, which was a poor, in my opinion, adaptation, which a lot of people would disagree with me on that, I know, but that's just my personal
Oh, I would
opinion.
agree with you.
I did
Um,
not, I did not care for the Joker in the Suicide Squad, and not, I just don't care for how he looked. Like
mhm.
everything else about him was fine. It was just how he looked. I was like, I just don't like that gangster thug look. But that again, that's just me. The tattoos wasn't
Yeah.
really a problem. It was just the grill I just couldn't get past. But then I liked Harley Quinn, and I really, really, really liked Will Smith as Deadshot.
Yeah.
So, but
You see, I don't know if he's in this new one at
he's not.
all.
He's not.
Okay. But they have some really good characters in this one.
They are King Shark, which is one of my favorite DC
Hi,
villains,
Smart.
but he's voiced by Sylvester Stallone, which is funny. And Corlin, I asked Corlin about it. He's like, I'm not gonna lie, it was funny as shit. And I was like, he's like, you can really tell that it was made by the same guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, really? How so? He's like, well, you know, how Guardians of the Galaxy had Groot. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you know how he's always going around saying I am Groot. I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, they have that too. It's King Shark, and it's just Sylvester Stallone walking around being retarded. I'm like, that just makes everything so much better right now.
Let me tell you the one ad that actually convinced me that maybe this Suicide Squad's gonna be good.
Okay.
They open up and they're like showing the entire prison, and then they get to King Shark, and he is holding a book upside down.
Yes.
First thing you see of him. And then they walk past him and they say, and this is King Shark. And he picks up the book real quick upside down and he goes, am smart. And then
M
he just
smart.
continues walking and he's going, am smart. And it reminds me of a barbarian from D&D
I
so much.
see. The only the starting out, I didn't know what I would think, how I thought about the new one, because I at first I thought it was just a sequel of the first one. I was like, I hated the first one. Why would I go and
Uh,
watch it? But then come to find out, no, it's a complete remake. Like it is a soft reboot of it.
I
I'm
was
like,
about to say it's kind of a sequel, but kind of not.
It's not. It is actually like a full
Like,
remake.
I've heard
And
they reference the first one a little bit, but that's about it.
supposedly they do, but there's like very little. Again, I haven't watched it,
That's
so I'm not
good.
100% sure. But
Neither have
the other thing is I really didn't like the ad campaign they did with it. And
I.
it was it's it was the YouTube ads that they had for it, and they would have one of the actors that played one of the characters or one of the actresses, and they'd be like, "Hey, I'm so and so, and I play this character in the new Suicide Squad. Now, I really shouldn't do that, but I'm going to leak some footage from the movie, and then that
Would you
show
like to know why I think they did that?
why.
One of the actors in Suicide Squad originally came from YouTube.
Interesting, but it's like
It's
it was just so
the
stupid. They're like, I shouldn't do this. But I'm going to leak some actual footage from the movie, and
the
that'd be like a 10 or 20 second clip. I'm like, that is so stupid.
they're trying so hard to pull a Marvel, it's painful.
They're like, I'm
Because
leaking this. I'm like, you're not leaking this.
because
You're in a commercial. There is a sponsored by Suicide Squad in the bottom corner. No, you are not leaking shit. Don't feed me that.
well, you know how with what is it, Tom Holland, the guy who plays Loki, and like two others
Yeah.
cannot be trusted with information in Marvel
No.
because
Well,
they will just randomly blurt it out. Because what is it, Tom Holland? He's my age.
yeah.
Or like younger, So he's got that
He's
zoom, zoom, zoom.
23. I want to say
Yeah,
one
so he's
sec.
exactly my age.
Tom
Oops.
Holland. is, oh, nope, he's 25, 1996.
Oh,
Yep,
close. He's my brother's age. Let me correct.
he just turned 25 last month
Wow,
or month before last.
cutie.
He is he's almost my age. He's 3 years younger than me.
Wow. So he's around my brother's. Anyway, he's in that young age category where they're just like hyper and excited about everything.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't been punched down as much as other people have.
Yeah, no, well, see, because he's young, and I think the way that I imagined it is that he is literally how Spider-Man is in the movies. He's just
He
quirky, and
is.
he wants them to like him. He's just all like, "I love you guys," and they're like, "Aw, baby." But then you have, but uh, then you have Brie Larson, who's just, "Oh yeah, I'm one of the guys now. Like I'm buddy buddy with everyone." They're all like, "Oh, please shut up." Like every time they did an interview, like with Chris Hemsworth or like literally anyone else, where she's sitting there talking, like, "Yeah, I'm one of the guys now. Yeah, we're all friends there," and like Chris Hemsworth would just roll his eyes, like, "Yeah, totally." But then there's Tom Holland, who's not pretentious about it. He's like, I'm all of your biggest fans," and they're like, "Oh, he's adorable."
It's because he's a cinnamon roll in
He
general.
is a cinnamon roll. I love Tom Holland. I would love to meet Tom Holland, because
I would love to meet him too.
he is one of the, like, from my understanding, he's literally one of the nicest like up and coming actors. Um, I see. That's just the only thing I've heard, is that he is like super cool. He's so nice. He's excitable. So, and he loves when people are like, "Oh my God, you're so great as Spider-Man," because that is the one thing that he's always wanted to do, is be
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
it's kind of like who was it? David Tennant who became the Doctor.
Yeah,
That that's got the same vibes to it, really.
yeah. But anyway, so starting off with the Wintercast, we've started this new thing where every week we're going to have an interesting topic thought up by one of the hosts. Unfortunately, Corlin couldn't make it today. He's just not feeling good, and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you don't have to do it." He's like, "Yeah, I don't want to like be a downer on the podcast." I'm like, "Nah, dude, you're fine." I was like, "Don't worry about it." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "I'll be at the next one." It's just like, keep me updated. I'm like, "Okay." So, but this week's topic is being brought to us by the wonderful Nikki. So, Nikki, please state your topic.
My topic was basically sorry. My topic was basically remakes and like animated into live action and how those actually go and if they're actually good or if they're not so good.
Okay.
Honestly, I think it depends on whoever is directing it
Yeah.
to be good about it or not.
See, I'm with the directing. That was one. Directing is a big thing for me. The second to it is writing. Um,
No,
because, well, no, I see. To be honest, I think it's no. I'm sorry, it's the
the
opposite. The
actor
most
clicking.
Well, the most important thing is the writing. It has to make sense. But
Yeah.
even if it doesn't make sense, as long as the director is good, uh, it's that's really the end goal. As long as the director's good, the story could really make little sense. But you feel a little invested in it because it's at least interesting, and the actors are good. But
Yeah.
case in point for me, as a lot of people know, is I did not care for the Star Wars sequels. I didn't like. Now I liked Rey as a character. I liked Daisy Ridley as an actress.
Mhm.
The issue was her Rey really seemed like a cardboard cutout to me. I didn't really care for her acting, and it came down. But I've seen her in other things, and she's good. And even in the Rise of Skywalker, like, holy crap, like, okay, her acting is actually good. So what's the issue? I mean, because they've done like one each year, so it couldn't be that she's just immediately gotten better. It came down to, okay, it has to be just the directing at this point. Um, so, and it was like that with dang it, the guy who played Kylo. I can't think his name off the top of my head.
Oh goodness. Now
Jess,
you've got me on it.
Jessica, why aren't you in chat? You know exactly who it is. One second.
If you give me like 5 seconds, I can Google it.
Kylo Ren is
I just call him Emo Boy.
he is emo boy. Krylo is portrayed by Adam Driver.
Ah.
The best part is that I started looking it up, and then I thought of it as soon as I like clicked on the thing. I'm like, it's Adam Driver.
Yeah, because I was thinking you're too fast. Because I just got the web page pulled up and I was flipping through it.
So.
Adam Driver.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that probably what went wrong in the first movie is they probably did so many cuts to try to get the right cut that she just became awkward with the character a little bit.
See,
you know?
that's what I'm thinking. And then you have like, and then there's so many reshoots, and it's just it's ridiculous. It was just down to directing, really. So
although sometimes reshoots are needed.
Yeah, but not that many. And supposedly with the Rise of Skywalker, there's enough reshoots and cuts that you could make a whole nother movie. That is ridiculous.
Wow. Well,
now
movie.
Okay.
Well, technically one series that just decided to scrap their entire first episode pilot and try again is the Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Because apparently it wasn't clicking well, so they have to reshoot all of it now.
Now that being said, to that point, there are cases where that happens and it turns out good. For example, one of my favorite movies of all time, Caddyshack. Have you ever seen Caddyshack?
I have not seen Caddyshack. I think you've recommended it to me.
I highly recommend it. And for those of you who have never heard or at least have not seen Caddyshack, it is a movie about golfers. These guys work at a golf club, and it has Chevy Chase, what's his name, Ted Knight, Rodney Dangerfield, one of my favorite comedians of all times. There's just a whole list of people, and it's the whole. Or let's see who else. Bill Murray's in it. It's actually, I think Bill Murray and I think his brother is in it. Brian Murray, I think he's in it too. Anyway, again, great actors, well, comedians from back in the day. Anyway, so it's literally about them playing golf, and it is just so fucking stupid. The entire movie is just one joke after another. For example, Rodney Dangerfield comes out and he has his one of the caddies bring his golf bag, and his golf bag has a wet bar in it. It has a radio that he listens to the horse races on. It's just all sorts of just stupid shit. Chevy Chase is practicing his golf swings, and his ball like flies into the groundskeeper's house, which is played by Bill Murray. He goes to get it, and Bill Murray's in there fucking drinking and smoking dope. Or smoking pot, sorry. And so he's like, you want some? He's like, I don't know. I should probably go. Oh no, come on, man. This is my own special blend. And he's like, okay. So he smokes it. He's like, all right, torpedo or cannonball, and then makes him like start drinking fucking vodka right out of the bottle. And then when he drinks the vodka, he's like, all right, now take another toke. Come on, smoke it. And it's just so. The dude is, and the main or one of the side plot or the side plot of the entire movie is Bill Murray, the groundskeeper, hunting a gopher.
Oh.
And if I'm not mistaken, and or correct me if I'm wrong, you know the song by Kenny Loggins, "I'm All Right."
Yeah.
I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me. It was written for that movie.
Yeah.
They blow up an entire like half of the golf course. It
Yeah.
is a great movie. And in fact, the documentary, like the making of, is as long as the movie. So with all those jokes, the movie originally didn't have any of that. It was like it had some of the jokes and some of the parts, but the main movie was actually about the caddies,
Yeah.
and the people working for the golf club, and that turned into a side plot that was literally probably about 20 minutes worth of the entire movie. The ending for it
Wow.
was scrapped. Literally, the whole movie itself ended up on the editing room floor. And what stayed was all the jokes because about halfway through filming, the director and the writer just looked at each other like, "Do we just want to just start shooting this?" And they're like, "Yeah." So, it's just great. Um, it's such a funny movie. Um, but that's one of the cases of a movie being like almost completely scrapped with so many reshoots and everything. They're like, ah, fuck it, we're just making a different movie.
Yeah.
As far as remakes goes, it's if you're taking an animated series or an animated movie or even like an anime in general and then making it live action, see there's ways it's done right and ways it's done wrong.
You
Um,
have to keep up the pacing of whatever animated
well,
media it
you
was,
have
you know?
yeah, and but you also
Like keep up
you also need to have characters and actors that fit the character.
yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, when they do remakes, they want to put their own spin on a character, and not just the actors, the writers.
Yeah.
And then you have these what I call character actors, which kind of put their own spin on what the writer even has written, and you end up with the Full Metal Alchemist live action, which is
I
just
haven't actually seen that.
it is abysmal.
Okay.
The special effects and everything are fucking top tier. It is great, but everything else
Yeah.
about it is just not.
One that I think they're doing right, but don't quote me on it because I've only seen like 3 episodes or 4 episodes so far. Uh, they actually redid Teen Titans into a little bit older and made it live action.
Yeah,
Now they did age up a few of the characters that I've spotted so far.
yeah. Didn't they age up Starfire and Beast Boy?
Starfire is about like 20 something,
Yeah.
20s, early 30s. But Beast Boy is actually the same age as Raven,
Okay.
approximately. They didn't seem to age him up. It's really cool. Now, I only have the cartoon reference to go off of. I didn't really read the comics.
Right. But it's fine.
Because I was.
The cartoon isn't that far off. Although the comics did have other characters, like not just Cyborg and Beast Boy and Raven and Nightwing and Robin, but
Yeah.
they also had like several other characters that were in the Teen Titans.
Interestingly, they have not shown Cyborg yet.
No, that's odd because I'm pretty sure he's one of the founding members of it.
Currently, it's lining up to be goodness, I'm gonna have to call him Grayson because I keep calling him by his first name. I keep calling him Dick.
I mean, that's his name.
Because that's how they address him in the entire series. Uh,
Grayson. Well, I mean, I can see
no,
why.
just
Who
Dick.
wants? Oh,
Just
okay.
Dick.
Hey, Dick.
And even as a child who just lost their
Name's
parents,
my
I
name's
call him Dick.
Richard.
Like, ugh. You know how cringy it is to watch a police officer call this little boy Dick? I'm like,
Eh,
it's like, I know you just lost your parents' dick. It's like,
I mean, yeah.
but they've been introducing the characters like one by one almost each episode so far,
Yeah.
which is a good way to do it. It's not too fast and all that. But they did make Starfire a little different, and I kind of like it. I'm like at grips to say because she seems to have become what's the word? When you don't remember anything about your life ever.
She has amnesia.
She has full amnesia. Like she does not recognize anything
Huh.
ever. And it opens on her. Can I spoil a little bit for you? Spoiler warning.
Yeah, I mean, spoiler alert, yeah.
She wakes up in a car with a dead man, and like the entire car is shot out.
Well, fuck. So she woke up in
And that's
Chicago?
her intro. No, she woke up in like Russia.
I mean, so safer than Chicago. Gotcha.
No, more dangerous, but more dash cams, I suppose.
And so got it. So as dangerous as Chicago and more toasters.
More toasters, yes.
Because in Soviet Russia, toaster watch you.
But it's pretty good how like the actor's doing so
Yeah.
far. Like, I'm not at nerves at the fact that she's not super bubbly.
Right. Now that might come.
Like, she's
But
just very confused at the moment.
yeah. Well, hopefully that changes because I like my bubbly Starfire.
I do too, but it's kind of the dark.
Yeah.
It's currently being just really dark. You know
Well,
how all the TV shows of kids shows have just
I
gone
mean,
dark recently?
the original Teen Titans cartoon was pretty fucking dark.
Okay, well, I guess they're going more towards comic route.
Right.
But like, even they made a remake of Nancy Drew, and even that is dark. And
Nancy
don't get me
Drew,
started on the
episode 1.
Archie
Nancy Drew
comics.
investigates a double suicide homicide.
More like Nancy Drew has repressed memories of seeing a dead person
Okay, so did
when
Fred.
she was a baby.
Oh, so did the mystery gang. So I mean, here we go.
Oh goodness, you just
Ruh-roh,
reminded me
Raggy.
of that
It's a
episode.
dead body. I'm just imagining it's from the what was it? I think it was either Robot Chicken or Family Guy. They're like, well, it looks here. Well, it's obvious, gang, that the victim was stabbed 7 times and then had their teeth broken out. Then the killer cut off both their hands, and what was it? And then Scooby was like, Ricky's. And he's like, you said it, Scoob. This or whoever the villain is one. What was it? Is one sick son of a bitch. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, if you watch the Supernatural Scooby Doo crossover, which I recommend, actually,
I really want to.
like I only watched that episode in that season because I'm behind. Oh, they actually lose their mind at one point. It's nice.
What was the scene? Because I really want to play it real quick.
Because of course Fred snaps first out of all people. Always got to be Fred to like be a flair for the dramatic.
Right.
But yeah, I totally recommend that. I did not like how they did the Archie comics, the Riverdale stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of fizzled out after a while. Because that was just. One series I liked, though, it was the Sabrina live action stuff.
1 second. Here we go. Here's a reference, and it is from Family Guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you I'm just gonna send you a link with the timestamp.
Oh god, okay. Whoop, it flashed. I think that means I got a message.
Copy, and I'll just send it to you through through Facebook just so you can
Okay.
experience that, and then
Well,
I
that's
will
just
play it for our fine viewers here. Here.
Gee whiz, gang. Looks like the killer gutted the victim, strangled him with his own
oh
intestines,
goodness.
and then dumped the
Let me
body
see
in the
what this
river.
is.
Damn it. Okay, it didn't play the whole thing. Here we go.
Jeez, what a mystery.
You're right, Scoob. We're dealing with one sick son of a bitch.
You're right, Scoob. We're dealing with one sick son of a bitch. Oh, that shit's funny. But yeah,
I love it.
I haven't like really experienced a whole lot of remakes that are done good. I actually, this is a hot tag, and this is a really controversial one, is that I
Yeah.
kind of enjoyed the Death Note remake.
Ooh. I mean, it was good. It was just corny.
It was
like
really
the
corny.
Costuming.
As far
Dude,
as
there's
it,
too much
like,
you can go.
it was good on its own. If you were to put side by side with the anime, like, no, it's, it's not that good. But like, if it was like kind of its own dedicated thing, I enjoyed it. I liked the acting. I liked the effects and everything. All in all, like, it wasn't that bad. The Attack on Titan remake wasn't too bad. That being said, I don't know how I'm going to feel about the Powerpuff Girls remake.
I like the actresses that are in it. I know one of the actresses that are in it. She was in Descendants.
Yeah.
The Descendants movies before they went like, you know. And she's a pretty good actress, so I really hope she can help pull it off. But I don't know a lot about what they're going to try and do. You know, like when the first script got leaked, did you see any of that?
Yes.
It was, mm, it was like if I wrote a script when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Which my writing in high school, I will admit, was pretty bad.
The Scooby-Doo movies is another one that was, I think, could have done better. The second one wasn't too bad, but all in all, they're really corny.
Yeah, I think there's two routes you can always take with like a live action. You can go the really corny, really hokey route, or you can go the really serious route.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Because you also have ones like the Flintstones remake from like what, like 94, 95.
Yeah.
Had
Yeah.
had John Goodman and what was his name?
Oh goodness.
Shit,
I've seen it though.
fucking Dark Helmet. Damn it, who was it? It was
Dark Helmet.
yeah, from Spaceballs. I'm trying to think of his name. Can't think of.
Okay.
He's a great. He was in Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Rick Moranis.
Oh goodness, there was two of them.
What, two Flintstones? Yeah.
Yeah, there was one in 2000 as well.
Yeah, there's. Well, I was talking about the original Flintstones because the second one.
Yeah.
Had.
Are you trying to figure out who Barney was or who?
Well, John. Who I was thinking of was Barney in the first one from like 95,
Yeah.
I think, and that was Rick.
So
it was Rick Moranis. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Same guy.
He did Dark Helmet. He did let me think here. He was in Honey I Shrunk the Kids. He was in The Little Giants. Like, great movies from back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah.
And then Fred was played by John Goodman. Let's see here. Hal Berry was the wife in it. I can't think of who played Wilma and Betty. But anyway, and then the second Flintstones movie, which it was okay. Was it Viva Rock Vegas? I'm trying to think.
Yes. It's Viva Rock Vegas.
That.
Oh goodness.
I'm trying to think because it wasn't John Goodman who was Fred.
Stephen Baldwin with Barney.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
Mark
Mark
Andy.
Addy for
Mark
Fred.
Addy. Yep, he played Fred. He was in let's see, A Knight's Tale,
Oh,
Still
God.
Standing. He's been in a lot.
Thomas Gibson was Chip Rockefeller.
Yeah.
The guy from Criminal Minds.
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Oh yeah, he's been like he was in Criminal Minds. He was also in Son of Batman just recently. He
Wow.
was Deathstroke in Son of Batman, which was great. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what else he was in. He's been a lot. He was in
Yeah, I just know
Sin
him
City.
from like serious roles.
Yeah, well, I mean,
If
he was in
is
Sin
smiling.
City, so. And
Smiling
well, when he was
face.
in Viva Rock Vegas, that was a fairly serious role. But yeah, that was. But the Flintstones, the first Flintstones, really the second one too, but the first Flintstones really the big one, is the route where they went. I mean, it was corny because come on, it's the Flintstones, but
Yeah.
it went like it was really serious. All in all, I mean, you had Fred and Wilma thought he was cheating on her. And Barney and Betty end up like homeless, and like they end up living with the Flintstones.
Yeah.
It was like it's a pretty serious.
Yeah.
But I mean, all in all, it was a great movie. But then you have ones like Garfield, which I hated the Garfield remake.
Do you want to know why that person that voiced Garfield was Garfield?
I mean, I think Bill Murray voiced him.
Yeah, Bill Murray. It's because he accidentally thought that this guy with the same name as a very prevalent director was that director.
Yeah.
And then once he signed it, he couldn't get out of it.
I think Jennifer Love Hewitt was also in it. But yeah, I mean, see, they went. Garfield was so kooky, and it made me so mad because that was the way I mean, I get it. The Garfield cartoon, Garfield and Friends was all kooky. I get it. It was funny, but the movie was just so stupid and had such stupid jokes. I just could not get around it. And then they did what, 3 other movies with it, and they didn't change it.
There's an entire series.
Yeah, it was just so stupid. But then you have ones like, and probably the hands down worst remake ever.
Oh God, I'm ready for it.
I want you to guess it. The worst remake of a series, or the worst live action remake of a series.
Okay, let me just quickly open up my drawer of movies and see if I can guess it based off the ones I have.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Bat Nipples is pretty high on the list. Honestly, I'd have to go with one of the really, but it's pretty good too.
I hope to God you're not about to say the one that I'm talking about.
I'm thinking about it's either gonna be Suicide Squad or Bat Nipples.
No, neither.
Okay.
The Last Airbender.
Oh God, I forgot about that one.
Hands down, exactly. It doesn't exist.
Out of my memory.
That remake does not exist. It is hands down the worst reboot. I want to say. It is so stupid. The acting, like all of the acting from everybody was terrible. The directing was terrible. Yeah. The writing was terrible. They smushed the first 3 seasons into one, what is it, like a 2-hour movie?
Yeah.
It's like it feels like, and I know it isn't, but it feels like 20 minutes after Aang wakes up in the ice, or in the fucking iceberg. They're dealing with fucking who was it? Ty Lee? No, it was crap.
Do you mean Ong?
Yeah, Ong. Oh my God! Don't even the set when I went to see this when it was released in 2010. All right, I was there at the midnight release. The second they said Ong, I went, oh my God!
Here comes the boy. Oh god, it was in 3D in some places.
Yeah, I watched it in 3D.
I didn't. I watched it in normal, and
I'm-
it was cringy.
I'm trying to think what was the guy's name.
I can look it up right now. I have it open.
I'm trying to.
Live action cast.
I can't think of his name. It was the
There's so
it was the
few
dude
people.
whose family was killed by the his family was killed by the Fire Nation. I'm trying to think of his name.
Oh,
Crap. He
what?
was it was like Ling, no. Shit, what was it?
Hi, Lee?
Ty Lee. I'm like 95 yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's the cute one. If that's the one you're referring to.
He's really a
Oh, he.
Huh?
I don't think it's Ty Lee then.
Yeah, it's a he.
Yeah, I was thinking of Ty Lee, the girl. So I'm gonna have to look at the characters now. Hello, boy.
Shit, what was his name?
I have
'Cause they-
no
'cause they-
idea.
Like the whole point with him or with his thing was
Yeah.
they okay in the cartoon they like he's planning on flooding a whole like Fire Nation village.
Oh God.
Yeah, like it's dark.
Yeah.
And so they like I think they almost like kind of marked him out of the entire thing. Like in the live action remake.
Wow.
I'm trying to think. Jet, that was his name. It was Jet, and I think they renamed him in the movie. And
oh yeah, Jet.
I think they renamed him in the movie, and I think he was only in there for like literally like 2 minutes.
I just want to tell you the hilariousness that happened when I was looking up the cast of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the movie. Do you want to know how many are credited in the movie on Google?
I'm going to assume like 5.
6. You were so close.
I'm going
Like,
to assume
nobody wants to touch it.
I'm going to assume it's Ong, Zuko,
Ong.
Katara, Sokka, Iroh, and
Let me see, because I gotta get back to it.
Zhao. I'm going to say it's Zhao.
Okay, let me see. My phone messed up on me, so.
You're fine.
Here we go. We're going to try it real hard. Wrong Avatar.
We don't
I
want
hate it.
I don't want the cartoon. I want the shitty remake.
No, it's showing me the. It's showing me Avatar as in
The Disney one?
the Disney one, yeah.
Nah, good one.
Oh, come on. Now you're just not working for me.
I'm excited for Avatar 2. Like they're making a sequel for it, and I'm like really excited for it because it
I have
looks
not
nice.
actually, oh goodness, there it is. The amount of hoops I'm having to jump through to try to find it again. Annoying, because my phone was like, nope, you're not going to keep this on your page for more than like 5 seconds. Thank you, phone.
You're welcome.
Okay, here we go. Nope, this is still the series, not the show. Good lord.
I would look up just The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, it had a weird title.
Because they had to do that because they had the actual Avatar that came out after that. Or like at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, this isn't the same thing. But the people that are listed. Oh goodness, this one has more. It was of course. Yeah, okay. Is Aang or Ong,
Ong.
Kara, Sokka, Zuko, Iroh, and the commander.
So Zhao, Admiral Zhao.
Yeah.
So what
I
you're
believe that
saying
for them.
is I was right,
Yeah, because I can't find the page I was on before.
but
To check.
yeah. So I mean, just shitty remakes. Um, but
Yep.
but yeah, like I said, when they came out and first thing they say is, "What's your name?" He said, "Ong," and he says, "Ong." I was like, I am not going to like this already.
That was perhaps the most painful moment because
Um,
in the show it says how to pronounce his name. Like he says his name. Oh, like his name is said quite a lot.
sorry, I was just chugging some water. So anyway,
It's cool.
but then you have like decent remakes. And probably one of my favorite movies growing up was Inspector Gadget, the first one. The second one doesn't exist.
That was such a silly thing though.
I
Like
enjoyed
they
it.
mastered the silly.
Although I really like Matthew Broderick, so it's like, not bad. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed their remake. I also enjoyed the um the Gadget Mobile,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Just then there's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was another remake that I just
I found how to get back onto the spot I was at again. And they don't actually say who's who. And it was 7 because I forgot one.
nah.
So we have, in order of what Google will tell me, is people who worked on the movie. We have the kid who played Ong, from what I can recall from faces. Then we have, I guess, Zuko. Because it's Noah Ringer, Jackson Rathbone, Nicola Peltz, Dev Patel, Schleichel Gabriel? Oh god. We have Summer
That is a
Bish
name.
Hill. Okay.
Those are
This last one's gonna be
names.
hard. This one's gonna be hard. Alui Cavalho. I butchered that.
Wow, that is a name.
The fifth one is so pretty, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Like, I feel so bad.
So you have Noah Ringer, Dev Patel, Nicola Peltz, uh,
Yep. We got
Jackson
Jackson.
Rathbone,
We got
Sean Toon,
Seychelles.
Asif Mandivi, and
Yeah.
Shaleel Gabriel.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I messed that name up real bad. Whew.
And the funny thing is like I think she's American too. Like I don't think like her family is like she might be Hispanic. I'm not sure.
Have you heard the news on the new Avatar front yet?
The actual Avatar or the
The new Avatar: The Last Airbender
oh
series
yeah
that's
no
gonna come out that's live action.
no, and I don't want to.
You don't want me to tell you what's happened.
Okay, yeah I do. What is it?
Okay, so apparently, from what I have heard from a couple of sources, uh, the people who made Avatar are angry at the people who are making the series because they're going off script. Like, of, like, the actual basis.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to burn it to the ground.
I am so nervous. I
I
am so
mean,
nervous for it.
it's time to burn the whole thing to the ground.
Like, I'm not gonna judge it until it's here, but I'm nervous. My
If
palms are
that
getting
is
a little
if that is
sweaty.
true, I'm going to just go ahead and start judging it.
My palms getting sweaty. Let me
Nope,
see if I can
nope.
find
Sorry,
any
you do.
articles
I mean,
on it.
they fucked it up once before. They're gonna fuck it up again.
Oh yeah, here we go. It sparked controversy last summer when original creators departed the show over creative differences. The move was followed by reports of Netflix plan to make changes.
God Dang it, Netflix! Why do you do this to me? Oh,
Oh, they're some of them they're altering the ages of certain main characters.
okay. I'm not
Whew,
that
I was
opposed.
scared for a minute. Whew.
I'm not that opposed to that, but I'm sorry. Like, there's like, but I can't see anyone being that upset over just age changes. It has to be something else.
Apparently, they're making Katara. Well, they're also dialing back on it because people from Avatar got angry. Like the people who like Avatar got angry.
Yeah.
So they're like, whoa, 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 we're not going to do all that. So now they seem to be doing, they're aging down Katara from 16 to 14. Which why?
Yeah. Why?
They're aging up Sokka to 16.
Okay. Well, that's not that awful.
Oh, goodness.
But I still question them keeping Katara the same age.
You mean
I
dialing
mean, making her
down
younger.
2 ages?
I mean, making her
I
younger.
figured if anything, they'd bring them up to 18.
But if I have to assume that means Aang is going to be aged because isn't he like 10 in the show or 12?
There is nothing known about why the original creators left, other than those few changes.
There has to be
that,
more to it than just age
There
changes.
has to, but because the fans got angry, they dialed back on the changes.
Good job.
Fans can change things. Oh, they are getting other people of different races to be the different what's the word? Nation people,
I mean, I'm okay with that.
which is nice.
I mean, if I was to assume, just like if I was to make any sort of guess on the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
or if I had anything, not if I was in charge, but what I would recommend is I would keep the water tribes as kind of a Inuit base, almost
Mm-hmm.
Native American, but
Yeah,
definitely Inuit.
they're going more Native American.
Okay. The Fire Nation, I don't know. They would either be European or maybe Chinese.
They're going for East Asian or South Asian for
Okay.
Aang and Zuko.
See, the air nomads. Yeah, no, I'd make the air nomads another Asian tribe.
Yeah,
I would definitely like make them definitely Asian. Maybe I don't know,
I love how they emphasize they're
Korean or
not
something.
gonna make the same mistakes as Shyamalan's movie.
Ah,
That's like biting your own tongue because it hasn't come out yet. Like,
the Earth Nation.
oh, sorry, baby, I didn't realize you were under me.
The Earth Nation, I would either have them be African
Yeah.
or maybe Middle Eastern.
Ooh, that'd be nice. It says nothing about the Earth Nation, which is nervous. It
That
makes
does
me
make me
nervous.
nervous. That would make me nervous.
Um,
But that like if I like judging specifically just from stereotypes and everything, like that's what I would make.
Yeah.
But saying that that Aang and the Fire and Zuko are both going to be roughly the same ethnicity, I would definitely I would go with the air nomads being. I mean, to be honest, I'd have them like I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like
interesting
the Fire
thing.
Nation. I would definitely see more as, like I said, either European or Chinese.
Yeah.
Maybe middle, like our mid east, our mid Asian somewhere, Tibetan or something like that. And
Are you excited to if they release who Toph is going to be?
I don't know. I don't know who could really play Toph.
You know, I would kind of love it, but it would be really hard if they actually got a blind person to play Toph.
That would be interesting. That would definitely be interesting.
Actually, it would fit her if they did, because
Yeah.
normally she's facing the wrong way or like doing something else
Yeah.
off to the side anyhow.
Yeah, I would totally get behind that. And have someone who's mentally challenged be Sokka. I mean, play to the characters, right?
He has no world
I'm
smarts.
joking. I'm joking.
He has no world smarts. Okay.
I actually really enjoy Sokka. Sokka probably has the greatest character development through the entire series, in my own opinion. Like Aang's is really good, because he goes from being really childish to being more serious and everything, but he keeps this naivety to him. But Sokka goes being this complete hard ass, but he doesn't trust people. Um, he has this weird isolationist feel to him,
Yeah.
and he kind of keeps that, but he actually becomes what he wants to be. He, like, starting out, he wants to be this leader. He wants to be, I don't want to say important, but through the entire show, he thinks or at least through the entire like first season or so, he thinks he's a leader. He wants to be a leader, and he imagines himself as this. But by the end of it, he actually becomes that. Like it just, and he doesn't. He stays serious, but he learns to kind of let loose, or to kind of let things go. It's just, I love Sokka's character development, like all in all that, and the fucking meteorite sword. I mean, come on, guys.
Your opinion, how do you think they should do the tattoo on Aang?
For Aang,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all in all, just give like just a fucking tattoo. I mean,
Just like a solid like arrow, or
I don't
like
know. To be honest,
the arrow looked pretty in the first Avatar movie.
yes, that was
Out of all
probably
the
one of the
bad
few things I did like with the first Avatar movie was
I
the design of his arrow. I wouldn't mind it being like an intricate kind of design.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like a tribal design, like the tribal tattoos and stuff, because that just doesn't fit it. If it's solid, that's fine. But I wouldn't mind it being like some intricate design from his head and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Them having another Avatar remake. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I really, really hated the first one, and everybody hated the first
series.
one.
So it's not all crammed together in 2 hours, you know?
Yeah. Let me think. Now, I'll tell you one that wasn't bad. A remake that wasn't bad though was The Lion King.
Oh, the live action.
The live action one.
I haven't seen it yet.
It is almost a shot for shot remake of the original movie.
Nice.
They even got James Earl Jones to voice Mufasa, which is like, I'm happy for.
Aww.
Because I love James Earl Jones. I think Sarabi's voiced by the same actress. That is the one. I can't remember her name. But anyway.
Yeah. That's nice, though. They brought some actors back.
Yeah. Then you have like remakes like Mulan, which I didn't care for. Of course, I don't see Mulan's a special case for me.
Standalone, like if you think of it standalone, how did you like it?
Standalone, it wasn't terrible, but I have moral and ethical criticisms for it that I don't want to get into on stream.
Yeah.
There are I find what stuff that they did reprehensible. But if it wasn't for all that, I probably would have liked it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Production-wise
and all the
production-wise, it wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
The martial arts in it was a little bit even though they had like actual martial artists teach them, it was the wrong style, from my understanding.
Oh.
But story wise, it wasn't awful. The writing was okay. The girl that they got to play Mulan is um wasn't too awful.
Yeah.
Uh, and then there's the Jungle Book. The Jungle Book was actually a really good remake. That and who was it? Was it Scarlett Johansson was the voice of Kaw, which
Oh
was pretty
goodness.
great. And Christopher Walken was the voice of King Louis. So
Oh goodness.
just hearing King Louis sing I Want to Be Like You is just so great. I just don't know why they made King Louis like a fucking 20-foot tall orangutan.
Oh god.
Like, have you seen it?
No.
Seriously,
But
like,
he had a growth spurt.
for real. I don't
Well,
know what
wasn't
you're
he
talking
big in
about.
the
I mean,
animated one?
orangutans are supposed to be that high.
I mean, wasn't in the animated one he was really big too?
No, he was the size
No?
in the car in the.
He
You
was,
mean the cartoon?
yeah, he
No,
was like the size of a chair,
no, he was the
like a
size of
big tall.
Mowgli. He was as tall as Mowgli.
Oh yeah.
Like he was like, if anything, he was probably about medium size for an orangutan.
Interesting.
Uh,
I
but
guess it's for like domineering
I
on the.
guess, but seriously, King Louis was like, no joke, was like 10 feet tall.
Wild. Yeah,
It is,
that's kind of cool though.
yeah.
Like, wouldn't you be intimidated by an orangutan? I'm guessing he sang. Did he sing? Did he not?
He does sing. It's kind of a
Okay.
weird. It's kind of a weird song. It's almost spoken, but not too bad. They.
So, like, wouldn't you be intimidated by that?
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Of course, I'd be intimidated by a regular size orangutan
Why?
because they kill people.
Yeah.
Like, no joke. Apparently, orangutans are apparently like they're the calmest in captivity that you can have. Like in
Mhm.
captivity, they have almost no issues, supposedly, except they like to break out. Um, but in nature, supposedly, like they are like one of the most vicious ones. Like chimps are like really vicious. Like they're just vicious all around. But
Yeah.
like supposedly, and again, I don't know. I'm not a fucking biologist or whatever. But apparently, like they are known to like attack people.
Wow, I did not know that, honestly. I just thought they were.
But they're so cute looking, though.
Yes.
But yeah, that was but chimps are also like really nasty. Like everyone's like, oh, but Jane Goodall and everything said they're friendly. Like, no, Jane Goodall said that she found some friendly ones.
Yeah, some and all are completely different. Why are you girls doing this in front of me?
Like they're relatively peaceful in their own clans, but they are chimpanzees scare me. Like not like I have a phobia of them, but the concept of chimpanzees is terrifying because
the fact that you know what they can do is terrifying.
Well, that and they have like I think all chimpanzees are psychopaths because they're known for like having fun by ripping the pieces another chimp, and they think it's funny, like that's fun to them. One of the things I think it was Jane Goodall saw is like one of them ripped off the testicles of another one and started playing with them.
Oh.
And it's like, fuck. So yeah, no. Everyone's like, we need to protect the chimps. Fuck chimps. But yeah, remakes are not always the best thing, in my opinion. And I wish.
I mean, them are really good though.
Yeah, but I wish they would, I wish studios would do something more interesting than just remaking the same shit all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always remaking something, and I'm tired of that. I'm tired of being fed the same shit. I want something different. And I just don't think we're ever going to get that.
Some new stuff has been coming out
No,
very slowly.
Yeah, but it's just
But
like it's all about money, and they know that if you say, "Oh, we're remaking something," people will be like, "Well, I don't want them to remake it, but I'll at least go see it to give it a shot." And then it's shit. And then they're like, "Oh, that was a waste of money." And like, yeah, but it's like I'm never going to go see that again. I was like, "Yeah, you don't have to. They got your money the first time." So,
yeah.
but I tell you what, or I tell you what, I was looking forward to that I wish they would have done was the Universal like dark, or what was it? It was, the Universal's Dark Universe, where they were remaking
Yeah.
all, or they're doing remakes and reimagining of monsters, like they did the Dracula the Untold Story, which
Oh.
did okay by the critics. It wasn't that good. It didn't do that good with the critics. I think the ratings were kind of low, but they didn't really advertise it that much. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. Then I think they were also the ones that did the Van Helsing movies. So
Yeah.
all good shit.
Yeah.
What remake would you say is the best one that you've seen, just either as a live action show or a live action movie? What would you say is the best remake in your opinion?
Hmm. That is a pretty hard one because I've seen a couple dozen
Hmm.
in my existence. Oh, I just thought of a really bad one too. As you're asking me the best one, I thought of like the worst one. Honestly, it would have to be quite a bit of a tie between two, and they're both surprisingly series. Though I don't think I should rank one higher than the other yet because I don't know if they're gonna go downhill too.
Yeah.
So I watched Sabrina,
Okay.
and Sabrina was pretty good until you get to the last season.
Mm.
Specifically, the last 5 episodes of the last season.
Okay.
Things went downhill very fast. I kind of liked the homages, but it just felt like fan service.
Right. Right.
Um, and then we have Titans, which is the Teen Titans remake. It's pretty good. The intro's pretty corny, honestly. Uh, it's basically a quote about "and here rose the Titans" and all that.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, no, it's cringy, but I can understand that being what is it? Two of them aren't human, like, and are from other planes, I suppose. You know,
Yeah.
so I suppose they had to like somehow hint that in. But I've only seen 3 episodes, so I don't know if it's gonna be like Sabrina and just crash.
No. Well, maybe we'll
You know?
we'll have to wait and see. I
Yeah.
will also end this off by saying that if there was one series I wish they would remake in any sort, or reboot it or something, it was one of my favorite fucking shows growing up on Nick. It's called Kappa Mikey,
Okay.
and Kappa Mikey was an amazingly terrible or cartoon about a guy named Mikey who won a contest to be in a or to join a Japanese movie studio, and everyone in Japan are stereotypic anime characters, but
Oh,
he's like
goodness.
this American cartoon, but everyone else is like
Wow.
anime, and it is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
It has probably one of the greatest theme songs ever. But anyway, but we'll leave it at that one. So anyway, but thank you all for watching. As always, this has been your friendly neighborhood specific winner one, with the lovely Nikki as the co-host of this week's Wintercast. Nikki,
Always a pleasure.
you did great with this one.
Yeah.
I will
I'm
definitely
glad.
give your topic an A plus.
Thank you. Thank you.
But
Does that mean I have to rate your topic from last time?
yeah, no, you don't have to.
Okay.
Because I already gave my topic an A plus plus.
Yeah, I was
win.
gonna give you an A plus, but
But-
you know, you didn't want my opinion.
but But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to stay tuned. Probably here in about 10 to 20 minutes, I will be going live playing some Call of Duty Warzone with Corlin. He
Oh,
he seems
goodness.
like he's doing a little bit better, so we'll play some Warzone. But thank you all for watching this episode of the Wintercast. Be sure to watch my show Wednesdays and Fridays, typically starting at 6 p.m. If you want to have any announcements or just talk to me in general, you can always jump into my Discord server. Link is below this on Twitch. And be sure to check out my merch store. Got some cool shirts and a hat. Also some coffee cups and some stickers. So, some fun stuff. I'll be coming out with some new stuff soon. So, but as always, this has been your friendly neighborhood Pacific Winter One. And we remind you once again, do not drink and drive. But if you do, stay out of my neighborhood. Later, guys.
Laters.